Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM News at 6. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. The entire inland Northwest braving the coldest temperatures that we've seen in not 1 but 2 years.
Yeah, the Spokane area will see overnight low temperatures in the single digits. Tom Sherry joining us now with what we can expect for the rest of the week. Tom?
Well, not only just the single digits, we're expecting strong winds to develop in the overnight hours and again on Wednesday, and that combined with an already frigid air temperature is going to drop, we think, air temperatures below zero if you factor in the wind chill. Arctic blast continuing this week. Lows will be in this week will be in the teens and single digits, and as I mentioned before, sub-zero wind chills expected on Thursday and Friday. Also overnight tonight. Look for this. We've got 26 degrees. Winds right now are calm, so some good news there. Calm winds, and I think the coldest temperatures, by the way, are going to be towards the end of the week. Radar, because it's a cold, dry air mass, we're not seeing any precipitation. Look for an overnight low tonight of 11 degrees. Tomorrow, we're only going to get up to 19 degrees with wind gusts to 35 miles per hour. The cold weather continues through the weekend. We've got 23 expected on Saturday after a morning low of 8. Slight chance of a few snow showers Saturday. Much better chance of snow developing Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday. Still continued cold on Sunday and Monday, but our temperatures do moderate as we get into next week. More on that coming up with your 10-day forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. And now we want to turn to our continuing coverage of the special election results. We are learning more tonight about those races that were actually too close to call last night.
Our political reporter Casey Decker is here tonight with the latest results from the school levy votes. Casey, we had a good idea on how most of these levies were looking last night, and new tonight we have an even better idea now.
Yeah, that's right. With the latest update, we know that only 100 votes in the county are left to count. So basically any levy that's leading with triple digits, we're going to go ahead and call that levy as passed. Let's start with Central Valley School District right now. They got about a 2,000 vote lead with a 54-46 percentage-wise right now. And that's interesting because Central Valley, actually their levy is going to be a decrease in the property tax rate compared to the current levy. So it's interesting how narrow it was, but it's still definitely passed here, and it gained some votes since yesterday. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the Meade School District. This one was really tight. We were monitoring the Meade School District pretty close last night because it was such a narrow race. Still 52-48, now with about 900 votes lead. Yesterday it was just about 600 votes, so an increase in terms of the margin there. And again, that is enough that we are comfortable calling that one a yes for the Meade School District. We'll take a look next at the Cheney School District. Two levies on the ballot there. One was an education operations levy, another was a capital projects levy, and that second levy was actually a decrease in the rate. The first levy, the one here you're looking at now, is an increase in the rate. 56-44, so a comfortable percentage lead, although still under 1,000 votes. That one did increase in terms of its lead since yesterday. And we'll take a look at Proposition 2. There you'll see that it has an actual larger lead than Proposition 1, still in the Cheney School District. And that, like I mentioned, is likely because this levy is actually a decrease in the rate compared to the levy that it was replacing. And finally, let's take a look at the West Valley School District. We can take a look at Proposition 1 here. Both of the propositions in the West Valley School District were increases in the rates. Both are passing right now, comfortable 57 percentage margin. You'll see there it's only 725 votes. Again, it's a smaller school district, so the percentages are going to be more dramatic there. And in Proposition 2, we see a similar story for the West Valley School District, 56%. Comfortable saying that both of those levies in the West Valley School District are passing, and increases in the margins of victory for all of those districts so far. And let's take one more look also at the Spokane Public School District levy. We looked at that yesterday and were able to call it as early as last night with a 15,000 vote lead. Today, it's nearly a 17,000 vote lead. So more and more yes votes coming in for that levy, as well as the other levies in the district. Some of these levies are pretty close, maybe too close for a lot of these districts' comforts, especially since they're used to seeing sometimes 60, even 70% approval ratings. And right now, a few of them almost in the low 50s, but at the end of the day, they all are passing right now, and it looks like these districts are going to be able to keep these levy rates going into the future. Whitney, Mark, back to you.
Casey, thank you so much. And a sigh of relief certainly among the Meade staff there, the counselors, the teachers. Voters have narrowly approved the district's renewal levy, but since yesterday, those results have been a bit of a nail biter for many supporters. One parent in the district actually told KREM 2 today she couldn't believe how close the margin actually was.
I was happy that at least it was more voting yes than no, but I was pretty saddened, to be honest, that it was nearly split down the middle, that so many people in this community don't understand.
So Meade's levy will provide funds for educational programs as well as operational expenses that are not covered by the state.
Anti-tax initiative promoter Tim Eyman will no longer be allowed to have any financial control over political committees. Today's ruling under the judge blasted Eyman for using donors' contributions to line his own pockets. Eyman has been ordered to pay $2.6 million in penalties by the Thurston County Superior Court judge. Similar rulings toward Eyman came back in 2017 and toward his associates in 2019. He has previously insisted he did nothing wrong. Eyman is commonly known for campaigning for Initiative 976, also known as the $30 car tab initiative. That initiative did pass, but was later ruled unconstitutional by the Washington State Supreme Court in October.
To my exclusive interview with Eastern Washington Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers. It's her first on-camera interview since the day of the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol.
If President or former President Donald Trump decides to try and run for office again, would you support that?
I'm not making any of those decisions today.
So I had a chance to ask her about support for President Donald Trump and how we all have a role to play to move America forward.